Welcome back, comrades. This is Gaming with Austin, and today we're on episode 37 of the Utopian Community series. This is season 2. Sometimes outside of work, I'll do a side project of my own. The truth is, competition doesn't... it has no effect... Market competition has no effect on prices whatsoever. The biggest effect, what has the biggest effect on prices? It all has to do with supply and demand. Economic planning takes advantage of supply and demand to make sure it's affordable, yet easy to replenish by itself. When there's a really large farm, the problem with trying to feed several trillion people is the amount of land that is required to feed that many people is more land than the surface area of the Earth. Which means we'd have to go towards stacked farms. Go towards farm stacking. Where it's a farmland stacked on top of another piece of farmland. In a controlled environment. The stacked farms could provide more food than just one big piece of land. If I was to move out, I'd move to another part of a part of America that has legal marijuana. It's sad that people are struggling to make ends meet in America. It's a sad reflection in our life that people are struggling just to make ends meet. It's pretty sad. What's even worse, having your kids go to 24-hour daycare just so you could work your ass off. All day. All fucking day. It's pretty sad. By the way, with the Super Bowl, there was no touchdown. What made it so hard? The Patriots poked holes in their footballs. Alexander the Great! What can make everybody happy? Post-scarcity society could do the trick. I know it looks like something from science fiction. Something from science fiction theorized by Karl Marx. With Karl Marx, he didn't just be a founding father of communism, he wasn't just that, he inadvertently helped shape utopian sci-fi through the ideas of post-scarcity society. From each according to his abilities to each according to his needs. In civilized societies, we don't have to compete to survive, but out in the wild, you do. Like, out in the wild is a lot more dangerous than you think. Basically with hunter-gatherer societies. Like, between tribes, there's violence. If I had a couple pit bull terriers, I'm gonna breed them to be smaller and smaller. Like, because I get that some people like to have pit bulls, but the problem is, larger dogs have shorter lifespans. Basically, I'd make miniaturized versions of common dog breeds. If I was a dog breeder. One thing I'd do is I'd take the two smallest dogs, one a male dog and the other a bitch, and I'd sterilize them. No, like, I'd let them breed while the rest get sterilized. The rest of the litter gets sterilized. The smallest male and the smallest bitch would be free to reproduce. I know this sounds kind of like incest. Yes, I'm using bitch to refer to a female dog. Because, you know, miniaturized breeds like the Chihuahua tend to live a very long life. Like, usually close to about 20 years. Like, I'd let them mate naturally. I'd take the male runt and the female runt of the litter, not use them for breeding. Now, as the runts get smaller and smaller, eventually, like, I'd breed them until the pit bull terriers, as adults, are about the size of a dachshund. A dachshund. Right now, with cats, we can only change the color of their fur through genetics, and that's about it. Then, we would reach a point in human history in which we would breed cats of different breeds, similar to how we breed dogs to have specific features. Like, I'd breed out in a farm. I'd do it on a farm. So they could really be free range. Not calling the dogs via a dog whistle. The problem with breeding cats to be really huge is that they are vicious killers. They try to go after you. Using animals as weapons of war is kind of cruel. And in the middle of the halftime for the Super Bowl, by the way, they decided to play Sweet Victory in honor to pay tribute to SpongeBob's creator, Steven Hillenburg. Because he died a little over 2 months ago from ALS. AKA Lou Gehrig's disease. Or even Stephen Hawking's disease. Because Stephen Hawking had ALS as well. Now as I'm going towards building through the floor guide, I have to look at the time too. Because I try to usually make it about 30 minutes, make it about 30 minutes long usually. Because there are people out there with epilepsy. And there are people out there who are prone to motion sickness. So I'm doing this for the greater good of everybody. I'm not just doing it for the greater good of myself. And if I kept breeding dogs until they became a very distinct species from the gray wolf, I know it's going to take several generations. Because, you know, domestication doesn't just happen in one... it can't just happen throughout an entire night. It takes several generations for the domestication to occur. And it takes several generations for it to occur. It doesn't just happen in one night. Domestication means to breed a wild animal to make them more useful for humans. Whether it be as a food source, companion animals, a source of milk, stuff like that. Eventually, like, some people breed farm animals as pets. Like, some people have pigs as pets, too. I get that there are people out there who have pigs as pets. Some people even have cows as pets, too. And I know there are some people have donkeys as pets as well. You know what that means? Ah! That. And there are some really controversial fear factor stunts, and one of them involves a donkey. If you want to know why it's so hard to lose weight when you're overweight, even though your doctor told you to lose some weight, it all has to do with the fact that we're biologically not able to do it. Because our body sees it as a threat to our survival. Because back in the Stone Age, losing weight was, in fact, a horrible idea. Especially because, you know, gaining back that weight once you lose it all was a way to help you survive a famine. Those who did survive the Irish potato famine, like, were the ones with painfully slow metabolisms. Not living for fortune, not living for fame. The beauty of life was the key. We lived as one to conquer the world. 1,000 dreams to come true. We will in the end we'll fight. Anyways, that's it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. Share this with your comrades on social media. As always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and peace out.